Hey guys, welcome back to the Hustlin Horsepower YouTube channel. Nick thinks that it's okay to work while I'm recording. Just kidding. You working hard over here?
Yeah. I guess so. What are you working on?
Well, today's video is going to be the bracket that I made for the master cylinder.
Yep.
And you were working on the brake pedal.
Building the brake pedal and the brackets for the brake pedal and all that stuff. Did I film that stuff?
Yeah, you filmed
some of it.
Some of it, yeah. You were helping me, and then
I'm sorry, guys.
You were helping me, and then a special guest showed up, so we had just a bunch of things going on. But today's video is a little bit different. It kind of has a mixture of Nick and I working at the same time.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit lost in this video. I'm just working.
So, yeah, he has no idea what's going on. So I'm the one taking the lead talking this time.
Perfect. I like it.
So I'm going to flip the camera around real quick and show you guys like the end result of what today's video is about.
Don't show them the whole car, though.
I'm not.
How about you just pause this video right now? I think I'm going to have her just pause the video right now, and we'll let you see it once she gets all her clothes on.
What?
She's pretty, like, she's a good
car.
looking.
I was like, I'm dressed.
She's a good looking, she's looking pretty good, like all naked and stuff like that. But man, when you see it with its clothes on, it's kind of like,
well, I'm not,
like, right? Like, if you see a girl with like all her goods hanging out, like it's like, eh.
There's nothing to look forward to.
There's nothing to look forward to. But guys, when we put her clothes on, you're gonna be like, for a girl that's 95 years old, you're gonna want to see what's underneath the skirt.
So I wasn't gonna show a whole lot anyways, because we've already done a lot more work since this video, and I don't want to give away like the videos to come.
Yeah.
So let me flip you around.
I'm telling you, if I could afford to have a video person full time, we could
it'd be sweet.
We could be YouTube superstars.
It'd be sweet. Alright, so I just have some bolts that were laying on the ground basically, just to mock this thing up to show you guys. This is the bracket that I made here. Nick welded it to the, or is going to weld it to the chassis.
It's welded on the other side.
Oh, on the other side it's welded. To hold the master cylinder, there is another little bracket there, holding up the back end of it. There's a push rod piece that goes into here, and then it goes into the brake pedal that we got going on here. So this is the piece that you had seen Nick bend up, and he was notching. Hang on a second. He was notching this end of it here, so he's got to finish welding that up. But we had to make these brackets, get everything kind of situated with how close or how far away the brake pedal needed to be, and then that was it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like the end product, kind of, not like the final product, but this is what we're working on today.
Did you show them the piece that we made too?
Which?
The footrest piece?
No.
You could show them that, because I don't think we filmed building that.
So these tabs here, ooh, where's my hand? These tabs here,
Not the prettiest, but I think
they are for
it's kind of like makeup,
the floor.
Right?
Well, can I?
What?
I see half your face.
It's kind of like the makeup, right? Like, you know.
The floor is the makeup?
No, there's some like she's got some freckles and some like scars that we just covered up.
Oh.
Some of those brackets are a little bit crooked, and not crooked, but like the one moved on me when I was welding. But it's all good. Whatever. It's not a customer car, right?
Well, and that bracket is just holding in the floor. It's not holding in a critical piece that keeps the car square or anything like that. So.
I need to put a little more angle on this sucker.
But alright, I'm giving away some of what Nick's doing right now. So let's get into today's video. So, I'm working on making a bracket. Nick is doing a reverse style brake or master cylinder, I don't know, something like that. And there was a bracket in the old car. He asked me to make so that we can put it in the new car as well. So, I traced out the bracket that's in the old car. This is my template. I've got a piece of metal here that I'm going to be using, and trace my template out, cut it out. I got some holes that I gotta cut here, but we'll see how bad I screw this up. Or maybe it'll be really good. But you guys are gonna follow along and watch. Not really why, but Nick told me to get the square. And I think it's because this piece here is bent, and we want to make sure we're cutting and making our bracket where it's not bent. So I drew my line where it's past the bend, and now I'm going to line up my paper, my template, trace it out.
So guys, here we are. Maddie's working on making. You're filming too?
I'm filming too.
She's filming also for you. So she's in the process of making. Well, what are you making? Did you already include this in your video?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe for when people that skip through the videos and only see half of it, maybe they'll see the whole thing.
Well, if they skip through the videos, it's their own loss.
Okay, whatever.
No, this is a bracket. I made a template off the old chassis. Yep. And it's for the master cylinder on the brake. You're doing a reverse
style master cylinder.
Style master cylinder, yeah.
So the master cylinder is behind the brake pedal.
Okay.
So it's a pendulum type deal. So there's not really enough room to hang it up off top, and there's not really enough room to put the master cylinder in front of the pedal because the cabs are kind of small. So she's getting ready to do the deal to hang the master cylinder. And I got some 1 3/8 tubing right here that I'm going to cut down. First I'm going to square it up. I'm guessing Maddy or someone like that cut it last. You think?
Both ends are crooked, so I don't know.
Maybe they cut both ends or something. Or maybe I was tired. One of the two. But I'm getting ready to start making the brake pedal. I'm going to use an 1 3/8 outside diameter tubing. And I have some bearings, or I can find some bearings that I know fit inside that tube. So it'll be an 1 1/4 tubing with a X, whatever it is, 1 1/4 tubing with a bearing that will slide inside the 3/8 tubing. So then we'll have our bearings on our brake pedal assembly. But right now, I'm making the base of the pedal, I guess you could say. And we're gonna have to have a couple tabs on the bottom side for the 3/8 time joint to connect to, that connects to the master cylinder. And then on the top, I gotta make the neck and a spot for the foot. So we're gonna get into that deal right now. I just cut this down to 2 inches. Why 2 inches, you may be asking? That's because I could get 2 1-inch long bearings and they'll fit inside there. With no slopping between the two, they make them in 1 inch, 3/4, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, whatever it is. They're just needle bearings that will slide up inside there. And we'll probably have to buff up the inside of the tube just a little bit to get the bearings to slide in there. But this is going to be our brake pedal. It's coming up. Do you see it yet? Me neither. But we're going to make something happen. What is your problem? The hole? Your hole's too big?
Yeah, I can't find a hole saw the right size.
Well, come over here. Oh, guys, it's about to rain again.
Maybe it'll cool off.
Here it is.
Where'd it go?
That needs to slide inside there. So it just needs to be bigger than that. That hole needs to be bigger than that.
Alright.
And it just can't be...
It has to have this radius?
Well, it just can't be bigger than this hole. Because this is what sits on the flush, right? So it could be anywhere from here to there. Okay?
Okay.
You get it or no? Your hole saw has to sit somewhere inside that ring. Doesn't matter where it is.
Okay.
Anywhere in there.
Alright.
Okay? Okay.
So, the hole that I'm trying to make has to fit inside of this area at least. This is going to be this one here. It's basically, I'm looking brake fluid, I think. Basically the bracket's going to sit on there like that. And it can be a various size as long as it fits inside here. Yeah, but I'm left-handed and it makes it hard to see the mark, so I gotta just turn the thing the other way. I'm just gonna flip the thing. Alright, so I was kind of marking everything out on here, double checking everything, and we're making this hole. It's going to be a little bit bigger. So I was just making sure with Nick that what I had was right. And I used the square to draw these lines to make sure that all of my punches were in line with each other. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's one punch, this one here, that's significantly above the line. So I'm going to have to fix that. But for starters, I'm going to drill this big hole so that I can put it up to the master cylinder. And then I can mark where these holes need to be for the bolts that go through it. And just make sure that everything's going to line up in the right place that I need it to be. So I'm going to get things set up here in the mill and drill my hole.
Now that lady gangster so rudely interrupted us.
I'm going to give you a black eye.
I already got black eyes.
I'm going to make them
Darker?
Yeah.
She's going to give us darker black eyes, guys. Do you hear that? That's pretty rude, ain't it? Whoa. I guess the lady... Good thing we're not nitrous racers, because Lady Gangster would have my nitrous off all the time.
I didn't know that switch was it.
Good thing we don't run nitrous. So, getting back to it. I got the... we're going to start off with some 1-inch tubing, because I have some 1-inch tubing. It's a little bit oversized, overkill for a brake pedal. But hey, it's what I got. The die's already set up in the deal here for... what's going to be our fuel cell mount, our radiator mount, stuff like that. I already had the 1-inch die set up in the bender here. I don't really care what the bend is, so we're just going to hit it. Go for gold. And go for it. Guys, I got distracted helping Maddie, so I didn't film this aspect of it, but I'm gonna hook you up now. So here we are. There's the deal. It's welded. I want to angle cut this here. So got this piece here. This is just a piece that's pre-made that I found, or that Tom found, and we're gonna angle slash cut this. We're gonna slash cut this to fit this on there, like so. Now I'm gonna rough it in right now. I'll final do it once we get in the car and I figure out where my foot is, the height of my foot, and so on and so forth. But I'm gonna just rough cut the angle in here right now. So guys, when I'm doing this here, I should probably turn off the fan, but hey, it is what it is. When I'm doing this here, I'm looking at the angle that I want to put this at and the gap at the top. Whatever the gap is at the top is what I have to take off the bottom, essentially. So if I want this in there like so, I need to take about a ½ inch gap out the bottom. So normally I would just do this while looking at it, but for demonstration purposes, we'll just do this here. We're gonna go from there to there, and that point there. So this angle is gonna be something like that. So I'm gonna slide this sucker in here like this. Maybe like that. Hey Maddy, film this. Someone's here to visit.
Rexy, who's here?
Hey,
Oh my goodness!
what's going on, guys? How's it going?
He's so excited.
I'm tired.
How was your drive?
Me and you both. It wasn't that bad today because I was only like 3 hours away.
Yeah.
So
Did it rain at all on your way?
no, like
It's gonna downpour here soon, I think.
Is it? The guy was telling me they canceled all these races because it was supposed to rain and everything. And I'm like, I just kept driving. I went through some parts that looked dark, but nothing actually opened up. Look at this thing.
were you the first one I hugged after we lost the Dirty 30?
Yes.
I think he might have been the first one there.
Yeah,
He might have beat you on that one.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because I was flagging, so I was already halfway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was already ahead
He
of
was
me.
already at the 60-foot mark.
Yeah. Don't put a bed on. It looks gangster just like this. Like without the front end on it, and without the bed on it. I like it like that.
You're going back? You watching me work? Look at you, you're wet. Come here. Hi. Were you out in the rain? Huh? You're wet. Were you out in the rain? Why don't you go lay down? You ready for bed? Huh? Mwah. I love you. I love you. We'll go to bed in a little bit, okay?